Hi, my name is Aaron Slaughter, and I'm here to talk about familycore, CPS, DCFS. familycore in Peoria, Illinois. Daniel Walker, Maria McRae. How corrupt they are. We got a serious problem going on. You can look on the internet. Many families have problems with DCFS. It's a black market. They're out here stealing our children. They're selling our children. They're adopting our children. They're breaking our constitutional rights. They're putting our kids in homes that get molested, and then they want to cover it up and lie about it and move them to another home so they can get more money and more money and more money. They want to take kids from loving homes so these loving parents will go do all these services. Because all these services that they have us do, everybody gets a kickback and gets paid. All the way down to the judge, the Honorable Judge Gillis. I'm delusional. I'm a liar. I fabricate shit. I make stuff up. According to the Honorable Judge Gillis here in Peoria, Illinois. I'm so delusional when I fabricated shit up a day before court. I have stuff here in papers now that's my kids are in therapy for things that happened that I lied about in court. Well, why in the fuck are they in therapy? My kids have been moved in 6 times in a year. They finally placed them with my parents. They started talking. They started getting things off their chest, going to the doctors, getting healthy, getting a little normal, healing from the trauma that happened to them. Then they split my kids up. They'd never been split up before. Now I have a 6-month-old daughter there at my parents' house that they're going to move any day now because they're going to revoke my parents' fitness because they promised my baby to somebody. Somebody's already paid for that baby. And now my parents took on a responsibility they shouldn't have had to take on to keep a child out of the system, to protect the child. I had meetings with DCFS and stuff yesterday, and I went into family court today, and Danny Walker told me that you and Nicole can put on a good act and put on a good show and make everything look all good, but that doesn't mean nothing. Those are quarterly meetings. They don't go in front of the judge. I got the power. I got the say. I like to know who gave him his magic wand that gave him so much power. We got a serious problem going on. It's not just here, it's everywhere. I need help. Other families out there need help. We need to put a stop to this as soon as possible. It lies the government deeper and deeper. You go on YouTube, I heard something on a lady that was a senator. She lost her job because she came forth because she couldn't deal with it. 3 fathers took their lives because of the depression because of it. I can relate to the depression. I have problems. My name's Aaron Slaughter. Google it. I have no secrets. I was molested as a child. Never dealt with it. Still suffer from it. Maybe when my daughter was at my mom's house and she was getting that off her chest, maybe she could have healed from that. They threaten my kids. They tell them what they say. They tell them they're not going to come home and see mommy and daddy. They shred documentations. They twist documentations. They twist things. They lie in their reports. We had case aides that would come in and tell us things. Don't tell that we said anything. But of course my emotions run deep and I would say something. They got removed from the case. But I understand because they have to have a job. Just like they said, I'll lose my job. Some of them need to lose their job. They all need to lose their job. familycore in Peoria, Illinois. It's privately owned. They contract things out from DCFS, or DCFS contracts from them. They buy cases, whatnot. They issue all these services so everybody gets paid. It's Maria McRae, Danny Walker, the Honorable Judge Gillis, that thinks I'm so delusional, that wants to mock a person's mental disorders, to make them even worse, on top of the worst things that's going on. My kids have been traumatized. I don't even know my daughter, who's 6 months old, because they won't transport my daughter. They want to punish my parents for doing the right thing and taking on responsibilities that they should not have to take on. Families have to suffer. Children have to suffer. These kids get molested. They cover it up. They lie. They hide it. I was called a liar for it. Everybody lied about it. But now my kids are in counseling for it. I lost my kids because the police come to my house and wanted to search my house, and if there was something in my house, DCFS was there to take my kids. There was nothing in my house. They didn't have a warrant. I walked them through freely. DCFS said, go do a drop for me tomorrow. The lady had no cards, no credentials, no nothing. I told her to go get fucked, go get a court order. Well, because of me telling her to go get fucked and get a court order and not me pissing for them, that's when my kids got taken, and my kids have been gone over 2 years. I did assessment after assessment after assessment, and it didn't meet Danny Walker's needs. Finally, Danny Walker got a hold of somebody in another county to make me be able to do treatment after I already went and did an assessment there and told him the same thing. But when I sat down there with him the second time, he goes, I don't know who in the fuck this Danny Walker is, but he called my CEO, and I don't know what kind of strings he pulled, but this is what you got to do. It's corruption. We have a big corruption going on. We have a serious problem. I know it's not just with me. I know there's many, many, many families out there, and there's many, many, many more to come. It could be your kid next. Don't think that it can't. When they get in this system, you ain't getting them out. Unless you got money, or unless you got something. Unless you got a magic wand like Danny Walker has. My number's area code 309-433-5225. I don't know where to start except for right here. I can go on and on with many things. I need help. My kids need help. And I'm sure there's other families out there that their kids need help, and your families need help. And if we pull together and we get together, we can rally, we can unite, we could do something about this. We got to make a stand. They take our most prized possessions from us, and they know we're going to do anything. You take your most loved thing away from you, and you're powerless. You're going to do whatever you're told to do. No questions asked. You're going to get tricked. You're going to get lied to. You're going to feel like you're doing the right thing. They're going to want to put your kids on medications that they don't need. They're going to put them in unsafe homes. Things are going to happen to them. And then they're going to lie about it. But they're still going to be getting paid. And while they're getting paid, we're going to suffer. And our kids are going to suffer. And our kids are what's most important. I can suffer. I can deal with suffering. I can deal with it. But it's my children. And if somebody's out there watching that understands what I'm saying, and it's your children too, call me. 309-433-5225. Google my name. Aaron Slaughter. I have no secrets. I was molested as a child. I never talked about it. I'm still fucked up over it. Maybe if they didn't move my daughter when she started to talk about it, maybe she could have got it off of her. Maybe something better can become. I need help, so if somebody out there sees that, please contact me. Because I don't know where to start other than this. I have papers and papers and papers of things. Eventually, they do screw up, folk. They do screw up eventually. If it don't come out in the wash, it'll come out in the rinse. Every now and then they'll slip a little something in a piece of paper that they shouldn't have slipped in there. 309-433-5225. There's a lady that has a website. Her name's Yvonne Mason. You should look her up. Read all about these people, because it's all true. Everything's true. They're corrupt. They're stealing our kids. They're selling our kids, and they don't give a fuck about us or our children. They don't care where they put them. They don't care what home they put them in, for what pedophile that fucks them and wants to molest them, to move them and put them into the next one. They don't care. All they care about's a paycheck. They need to be caring about themselves and their children. We can rally. We can protest. We can write letters. We can pull together. Please contact me. Give me advice. If you have family, or you don't have family, or they have family, I know if you're watching this, you know somebody that's been involved in this and you understand. This is a nightmare. Our world's in enough problems. Look at all the corruption, the government, our economy. We need them to sell our kids now. We need them to take our children. We need our children damaged, our families tore apart, so they can make more money. And so these creeps can molest our kids. And they can lie about it. And they can fuck up more lives. So somebody can get paid. Please. Help me. Help others. Let's help us all. Let's help our children. Help other people's children. DCFS was founded for a good reason. I believe that. I know there's children out there that need to be in placement, that are in unfit homes, that they need help. But they don't want those kids. They want the ones that are loved for. The ones that's going to have us that's out there doing all these services so they can get paid. Our system, our society, our world, it's gone to shit. If we don't do nothing now, what's next? Aaron Slaughter, 309-433-5225. Only call me if you're sincere. This is real stuff when you talk about family and children. I need help. I need answers. Maybe we can come together and get some to work together. Thank you.